Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome. Today is a great day in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office as we celebrate our awards ceremony. My name is Commander Patricio Rojas, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to today's ceremony. On behalf of Sheriff Todd Baxter and all the members of MCSO, thank you for being here today to show your support and for celebrating with us as we recognize the outstanding achievements of these members of the Sheriff's Office. At this time, I would ask everyone to please stand as the Sheriff's Honor Guard, accompanied by the Gates Keystone Club Police and Drums, present our national colors. We are also honored to have Deputy Kelly Valvasari, who will be singing the national anthem. I would ask that all uniformed personnel please follow the commands of the Honor Guard. Honor Guard, present colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing as I invite MCSO Chaplain Deputy Kevin Cudney to the stage, and he will offer today's invocation.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we welcome this time to celebrate the special accomplishments that these deputies have earned. As we celebrate, may we always remember what it takes to keep our community safe. May we always strive to better our county by our decisions and our actions. Bless our time together as we celebrate and acknowledge these recipients and their great acts. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce our MC for this afternoon's ceremony. Please welcome Monroe County Sheriff's Office Director of Communications, Miss Amy Young.
Thank you, Commander, and welcome, everyone. I want to thank you for joining us as we acknowledge those who are being recognized for their accomplishments today. The Sheriff's Office formal awards process for the recipients being recognized today began several months ago when we started collecting written nominations. Often these nominations are submitted by an employee's supervisor or subordinate, even a peer, who finds it important to recognize the individual for the great work that he or she has accomplished. Those written nominations are then submitted to the awards committee, which is comprised of both sworn and civilian members from every bureau. The committee reviews the nominations and makes recommendations to the sheriff based upon the awards criteria. Often the process of selecting award winners can be very challenging, as there are usually several deserving candidates. With nearly 1,200 members, you can imagine there are many individuals who do outstanding work on a daily basis and also deserve to be recognized. It is now my pleasure to introduce our honored guests, as well as members of the Sheriff's Office command staff. Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter, Monroe County Executive Adam Bello, Under Sheriff Corey Brown, Chief Deputy Michael Fowler, Jail Superintendent Maurice Leone, Commander Patricio Rojas, Chief of the Court Bureau Dale Earn, Chief of the Civil Bureau Phil Gambato, Major of Police Operations Jeff Wagner, Major of Jail Administration Providence Crowder, and Major of Jail Operations Sal Amator. I would also like to recognize the local chiefs of police who are in attendance today, as well as members of the Sheriff's Foundation and the Sheriff's Office Association of Retirees, or SOAR. As always, we thank all of you for your continued support. At this time, I would now like to invite Monroe County Executive Adam Bello to the podium to offer his remarks.
Thank you, Amy. Good afternoon. It's really wonderful to be here with all of you today. I really am privileged to be able to work alongside and stand amongst some of the bravest men and women I know, and that's the men and women of the Monroe County Sheriff's Department, who dedicate their lives every day to keeping our community safe. Your job is not just a job. It's essential to our health, safety, and well-being of every resident of this county. And one of the reasons why I am just so proud of each and every one of you is that you have set the highest standard of service. I want to thank our Sheriff, Todd Baxter. Thank you, Todd, for your leadership. Under Sheriff Brown, I want to thank you as well and the entire command staff, and extend my deepest gratitude to all of the deputies, the entire public safety team, from our deputies to the support staff, our leadership, for your commitment, your bravery, your integrity, your professionalism, and that quiet courage that you demonstrate every day. What you do is not simply work. It's a calling. Your willingness to shoulder risk and make sacrifices on behalf of others is nothing short of extraordinary. And yet, day after day, you answer that call with humility and without fanfare. Now, none of us know when a moment will demand heroism. But when I look around this room, I see heroism in each and every one of you. You rise each morning, you put on the uniform, you pin on the badge, you strap on the vest, and you step into uncertainty with a singular purpose. It's to make a difference. And you do it quietly, often without recognition, driven not by accolades, but by a sense of duty. And that in of itself is heroic. Those of us who enter public service feel a calling to give back. But to those of you who choose law enforcement, the call is greater and the burden is heavier. We ask you to be there when we are at our most vulnerable. We ask you to solve problems, big and small. We ask you to put yourself in danger. And you do it without hesitation, and you often do it without seeking that notice or praise that you're receiving today. So on behalf of the 750,000 people of our county, I want to say thank you. Thank you for answering that call and carrying that responsibility with honor, courage, and humility. I join your families who are here today and your coworkers in expressing how proud all of us are of you. Though we serve in different roles in county government, I view it as a true privilege to think that we work alongside each other and we're coworkers. It's not easy work. It's difficult. It's often dangerous. And I think too often, too, the work you do is thankless. But that is why today's ceremony matters so much. Not just for the awards themselves, but it really is a moment for all of us, our community leaders, your family, your friends, those who have joined us here today, to just pause for a moment and honor you and to give us a chance to say thank you. So today, we're going to celebrate those who went above and beyond, those whose actions reflect the very best of this department, the very best of our community, and the values that you embody every day. I also want to acknowledge the civilians who are being awarded today as well. The sheriff was just telling me about some of the awards that are going to be bestowed in just a few minutes, and I want to tell you something. That is remarkable, the example that you are setting for your fellow citizens here, to put yourself in danger, to step up and do something to save other people in this community is astonishing. And it also shows what it really happens when we all work together. Because we ask so much of our law enforcement officers, but we as a community have to be there by their side and support them. And we're all in this together. We make this county so much a better place. So congratulations to you as well. The awards that are being presented honor distinguished service to recognize individuals who exemplify the core values. Those honored today, they've saved lives, they performed acts of heroism, and they left a lasting mark on the people that you've served. So the awards today are a deep gratitude, whether for a single act or a lifetime of dedicated service. And to the families who are here today, I also want to tell you, thank you for your service and service to your family, because your support and sacrifice, they make the service of your loved one possible. You share in that quiet courage of those that we honor. So again, it's my privilege to speak on behalf of Monroe County to clearly say that we appreciate you, we thank you, and we stand with you. So thank you to all of you for your service to Monroe County. Congratulations on your well-earned and well-deserved awards today. And again, I want to thank our great sheriff, Todd Baxter, for bringing us together today, his leadership, partnership to keep this community safe, and for him going out of his way to thank each and every one of you today and recognize you in a public way for what you've done on behalf of our community. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, County Executive Bello. It is now my pleasure to invite Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter to the podium for his remarks.
I know Adam Bello personally, and as a co-servant, and those words, I hope they mean a lot to you. That's sincerity, that's for sure. And County Exec, we can't ever say enough. Thank you for how you supported the Sheriff's Office for the last 6-7 years now. Every time we knock on the door and say we need one more thing, we find a way to get it done, and we together, and we appreciate that. And the same thing with the ledge. I want to say thank you to my wife, Mary, who's here with us today. She tries to attend every one of these. She is part of this family also. So thank you for taking time out of your day, honey, and being here and helping us represent these wonderful superheroes in front of us. We're going to hear stories today of superheroes. You know, I've been using that word a lot lately when I'm describing deputies and police officers and firefighters and EMTs, but they just do that. They go above and beyond. I mean, some of these awards we're going to hear today are utterly incredible. Who does this for a living? Whether they're service awards, just going out and doing your job, no, it's much more than that. You're serving the public. You're protecting the public. You're sanctifying the way we live in this community, and you're doing it by responding to calls for service or stopping and being proactive and helping someone. And then, of course, you throw at the other end of it, the valor, the utterly incredible, courageous activities that occur that I get to hear about after it's all done. I show up when the crime scene takes up, and I'm like, how do these guys and gals do this? It's literally incredible. And I am absolutely blessed to be able to lead superheroes. And this is just one glimpse. We are an organization of over 1,200 employees. We're recognizing quite a few people today, but this is just a glimpse, a snapshot. These are the ones we're able to capture. So as the county exec also said, you're representing the rest of us, the ones that we can't capture, the ones that we don't know about. And we all know that occurs in an organization this big, that there's just superheroes out there we just never see, or they're just doing their job, and they move on to the next job. And they did something heroic. It happens all the time. And this is the people that are called public servants. They're called law enforcement officers. They're called police officers, called deputy sheriffs. These are superheroes. So keep that in mind. This is just a glimpse of these 1,200 employees we have, and over 2,000 police officers here in Monroe County if you add up all the police departments. They're doing this every day. So we so recognize that. And I also want to just point out the civilians. This is something pretty unique that we recognize civilians. We go to these calls and then we realize there was some person without a badge and a gun and a vest that solved the problem before we got there, or really stepped up to the plate and gave us the information we needed to keep the community safe. To keep the community safe, you're going to hear stories of heroics by people that are not paid to be heroic. You hear stories of people that gave us that bit of information that kept a potential killer out of our neighborhoods that was on the run. I mean, these are utterly incredible people. And as we're saying, we're not a community without you. We're a community of 750,000 people. Yes, we have 2,000 cops. But when we got citizens like this willing to step up to the plate and serve their fellow human being, we can never go home and just say, oh, that's a nice thing. So we're honored to have you guys and gals here. We're honored to recognize you also. And we're honored to champion the way you're living a life as a citizen here and as a community member. So with that being said, I'm going to stop talking. We'll start handing out some awards. Think about these awards. Amy's going to read the narrative, but we give away service awards. We give away valor awards. We give away value-based culture awards. We represent Andy Maloney, the former sheriff, and the way he lived and the way he led. These are very precious awards, and we put time and effort into these to make sure we're giving them away to people that earned them, so we don't whitewash the program. Trying to capture as many as we can get. We know we ain't going to get them all. But with that being said, this is a special thing. When you see a deputy or a police officer walking around with an award bar, just realize there was a lot of work behind the scenes, and I got to say thank you to our staff that does that also. That goes through this painstaking, whether it's a sergeant that started the process with an application for the award process, all the way up to the sheriff signing for it. There's a lot of man hours and women hours in between there to make sure we're getting this done the right way. So God bless you guys that are receiving awards. I appreciate it. Can't wait to shake your hands and give you a hand salute because I honor the heck out of you. Thank you for what you do. God bless.
Thank you, Sheriff Baxter. I would now like to call upon the following members of the Sheriff's Office command staff to join the Sheriff on stage. Under Sheriff Corey Brown, Chief Deputy Michael Fowler, Superintendent Maurice Leone, Commander Patricio Rojas, Chief Dale Earn, and Chief Phil Gambato. Would Stephanie Circa please come forward? The Civilian Service Award is given with the highest degree of respect and admiration for your civic-minded actions taken in April of this year, when you noticed and reported to 911 suspicious activity that you saw. Unbeknownst to you, that suspicious activity was related to a bank robbery that had occurred a short time earlier. You reported what you were observing while on the phone with the 911 operator. Those observations were absolutely critical to deputies in locating and taking the armed robbery suspects into custody. Your actions punctuate the importance of what we encourage our entire community to do every day. See something, say something. What a fine example of what can be accomplished with involved citizenry. It is with gratitude that we recognize you for your commitment to a safer community. Congratulations on receiving the Civilian Service Award. Would Muhammad Khan please come forward? The Civilian Service Award is given with the highest degree of respect and admiration for the bravery you demonstrated on April 26th of this year when an armed individual entered your convenience store in Henrietta, became visibly agitated, and engaged in an argument. You, at great personal risk, sir, attempted to subdue the man not only for your own personal safety, but for that of your employees and patrons. While wrestling with the man on the floor of your convenience store, he brandished a firearm and fired it twice, striking and wounding a 9-year-old boy who was simply in the store shopping with his father. Allow me to repeat that, everyone. An innocent 9-year-old boy who had stopped in the convenience store for a snack following soccer practice. That could have been any one of our sons, nephews, neighbors. And let's let that resonate for just a moment. Without hesitation, Mr. Khan, you continued to try to stop the suspect, eventually disarming him and pushing the firearm away, making the scene as safe as it could be at the moment for everyone inside your store. You then continued to hold the subject to the ground as responding deputies arrived to secure the scene and ensure that that injured boy was immediately transported to a local hospital. Deputies also took the suspect into custody and made an arrest. Fortunately, as we stand here today, that 9-year-old precious boy, to our knowledge, is doing well from his physical injuries. However, we all know there are more than just physical scars. That young boy and his family will have to live with what happened and all that comes with it for the rest of their lives. Traumatized, afraid, scared. Your bravery, sir, and your selfless actions prevented untold harm to others. And through those actions, deputies took a violent individual into custody. We are all in awe of your actions taken that day and salute you for your service to this community. Thank you, Mr. Khan, and congratulations on receiving the Civilian Service Award. Would John Overacker please come forward? The Civilian Service Award is given to you, sir, for your involvement in the apprehension of a violent individual who on June 23rd of this year brutally attacked an innocent hiker with a knife on the Indian Hill Trail in Parrington. The assailant came up behind the hiker, pushed him to the ground, and stabbed him repeatedly until the hiker, battered and bruised, was miraculously able to get away from his attacker. As the head of security for the town of Parrington, you were monitoring the fire radio when you heard chatter about the attack on the radio. You proceeded to the scene to document the incident as it had occurred on town property. While there, you observed a person of interest matching the description of the suspect. As the individual got into his vehicle, you, sir, made a brave decision to follow at a discreet distance, reporting the vehicle information to include location and direction of travel to the 911 operator. This information was immediately relayed to deputies who found the attacker and subsequently made an arrest. Your actions led to the identification and arrest of a violent individual. It is important to share that the hiker is extremely fortunate, and to our knowledge, on the road to healing from his physical injuries, due in part to your actions that day. It is with great pride that you be awarded the Civilian Service Award for your devotion to public safety, serving members of law enforcement and your community. Congratulations, and on behalf of our community, thank you for all you do. Would Catherine Tynan please come forward? The Civilian Service Award is given to you, Ms. Tynan, for your selfless act of bravery. On August 11th of this year, you came upon a two-vehicle accident in the town of Pittsford. One vehicle had caught fire, and you, without hesitation or fear for your own safety, took immediate action to extract the semi-conscious driver from the vehicle before it became fully engulfed. Your actions that day saved the driver from severe burns and possibly even death. Your instinct to run into danger to help a fellow human being without reservation speaks to your selflessness and epitomizes your caring for the welfare of a perfect stranger. It is with admiration on behalf of our community that you be recognized and applauded for your heroism. We are proud to present you with the Civilian Service Award for your actions taken that day. Would the following personnel please report to the sheriff? Lieutenant Joel Kluth, Sergeant Adrian Dandria, Sergeant Christopher Vossler, Deputy Sarah Schreiner, Deputy Wadi Sarkis, Deputy Stephen Chapin, Deputy Anthony Latona, Deputy Philip Christopher, Deputy Samantha Brooks, Deputy Alicia Garcia, Deputy Frank Butera, Deputy Sarah Johans, Deputy Cynthia Bertino, Deputy Katie Levy, Deputy Jamie Gauthier, Deputy Andrea Teleska, Deputy Nicholas Cooper, Deputy Alexa Ray Shorkey, Deputy Timothy Decker, Deputy Jonathan Payne, and Deputy Ryan Burke. The Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon is given in recognition of your devotion to duty through your efforts to perform and complete an incredible high volume of background investigations in an effort to properly staff the MCSO Jail Bureau. The background unit was expanded to include additional personnel in an all-hands-on-deck effort to select the best candidates based on a thorough vetting process, all in an effort to identify the most qualified recruit deputies. This was no easy task. There was a time when staffing was at a minimum. Some may even qualify it as bare bones. And through the efforts of all of your hard work, in just 18 months, accomplished under the weight of a tight time constraint, as well as an increased workload, the Jail Bureau staff has increased significantly. Not only did you meet the mission, but it was achieved with the highest degree of professionalism, attention to detail, and commitment to excellence, without sacrificing our core values of respect, integrity, teamwork, and excellence. It is with tremendous admiration that you are all awarded the Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon. Would the following personnel please report to the sheriff? Sergeant Christopher Vossler, Sergeant Kevin Cooper, Sergeant Ryan Buttles, Sergeant Brad Fisher, Deputy Adam Christ, Deputy Jamie Wooden, Deputy Richard Essam, Deputy Tyler Amo, Deputy George Del Vecchio, Deputy William Story, and Deputy Timothy Romack. The Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon is given in recognition of your devotion to duty through your efforts to perform and complete the task of managing the multiple new deputies hired and trained during the MCSO Jail Bureau hiring initiative. Working in concert with the Backgrounds Unit, you assisted in the vetting process of the deputy candidates, provided support, training, and guidance through the academy and throughout the probationary period. Most notable was that this process involved 102 new members, the largest such recruitment, training, mentoring, and graduation cycle in this agency's history. This Herculean effort was completed with professionalism, resulting in outstanding personnel, supporting the mission of providing care and custody to our incarcerated individuals. You are all to be congratulated for a job well done, therefore earning the Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon. Would Deputy Nicole Murphy please report to the sheriff? I would also like to recognize the following individuals: Deputy Joseph Renevich, Deputy William Seidel, Deputy Renee Baird, Deputy Michael Kaiser, Deputy Jason Smith, Deputy Benjamin Breedlove, Deputy Mark Whitaker, and Deputy William Palmer. The Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon is given in recognition of your devotion to duty through your contributions in the implementation of the Centralized Arraignment Processing System, or CAP. From day one, you and your fellow deputies worked as a team to identify and implement methods and procedures to streamline operations, all the while meeting the demands for the incarcerated individuals in our care and custody, as well as ensuring the safety of jail staff. Your efforts increased efficiencies in the arraignment process, allowing law enforcement to return to their patrol duties quicker in an effort to resume taking calls for service and protecting our community. Despite any challenges in instituting this efficient system, your perseverance, flexibility, problem-solving skills, commitment, and devotion to the project was met with professionalism and success. As a result, the booking process for our community is greatly improved. You and your fellow deputies are to be congratulated for this effort. Please be proud of all you have accomplished as you receive the Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon. Would Deputy Daniel Phillip please report to the Sheriff? The Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon is awarded to you, sir, in recognition and appreciation for your exceptional contributions to the data management and analysis team. Demonstrating technical expertise and innovative methodologies, you work to address long-standing challenges with data accuracy and the organization of agency information. This 2-year effort has led to increased productivity and workflow enhancements. Also, this outstanding contribution far exceeded your job title and serves as an example of the phrase, dedication to duty. We are pleased to present you with the Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon and thank you for a job well done. Would the following personnel please report to the Sheriff? Sergeant Patrick Ashley, Deputy Thomas Crandall, Deputy David Reinders, and Deputy Greg Wheelahan. The Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon is given in recognition of your exceptional dedication to duty and service while serving as a member of the MCSO Contraband Task Force. Your efforts and those of your fellow deputies has and continues to significantly reduce the amount of contraband discovered in the jail. You and your fellow deputies adopting a proactive stance on identifying, intercepting, and eliminating contraband have improved the health and safety of those entrusted in the care and custody of the sheriff and jail staff. The scope of contraband discovered and recovered includes narcotics, weapons, and other prohibited items. We, as an agency, have benefited greatly because of your actions. Therefore, it is with pride and admiration that you are awarded the Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon. Would Lieutenant Andrew Shorkey please report to the Sheriff? The Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon is awarded to you, sir, in recognition and appreciation for your successful completion of the Axon Transition Project for the Police Bureau. This highly complex implementation required many hours of training, distribution, and workflow changes, and you, Lieutenant Shorkey, exceeded expectations through your dedication and devotion to service. Working with a myriad of stakeholders, more than 300 body-worn cameras and 65 vehicle cameras were deployed. This technology assists law enforcement and reinforces confidence by the community we serve. It is with great appreciation and through this effort that the Monroe County Sheriff's Office remains a preeminent law enforcement agency in the state of New York. Congratulations on earning the Sheriff's Commendation Ribbon. Would Deputies Aaron Johnstone and David Venner please report to the Sheriff? This award is given to you for your life-saving actions taken on April 20th of this year when you responded to a call for service involving an injured person. Upon your arrival and that of your partner, you found the victim had sustained a severe abdominal wound caused when the woman fell while carrying a ceramic dish. You and your partner took immediate measures to pack the wound, which had caused significant blood loss. After packing the wound, you and your partner applied direct pressure to the wound. EMS personnel who responded a short time later concur, had you not taken these actions, the victim would have succumbed to her injury. Your knowledge, experience, and training were tested that afternoon, and because of your professionalism, skill, and calm demeanor, you prevented a tragedy that could have cost her life. On behalf of the entire Sheriff's Office, as well as first responders, congratulations on receiving the Life-Saving Medal. Would Captain Jennifer Farina and Sergeant Caitlin Toomey please report to the Sheriff? The Distinguished Service Medal is given in recognition of your devotion to duty through your leadership, Captain Farina, in the implementation of the centralized arraignment processing system, and your management and critical input as a major stakeholder, Sergeant Toomey, to implement methods and procedures to streamline operations, all while carrying out your already busy and challenging day-to-day tasks. Both your efforts significantly enhance the arraignment process as we now know it, allowing deputies to quickly return to their patrol to answer calls for service. You are to be congratulated for leading and managing this important and significant undertaking. It is our pleasure to award you both with the Distinguished Service Medal. Would retired Lieutenant Matthew McKenzie please report to the Sheriff? The Distinguished Service Medal is given in recognition of your devotion to duty, service, and career excellence. An exceptional leader, mentor, and role model, you have consistently and unwaveringly proven to be an asset to our organization. Your abilities have raised standards in performance, achieving excellence in the many duties and roles in which you have served, led, or managed. From supervising the Special Services Group to your leadership as a squad leader for the Mobile Field Force to the institution of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office Motorcycle Safety Course, our agency and all of our area law enforcement has benefited. Your work in the development of the Senior Field Training Officer Program continues to develop and produce excellent leaders. In short, you have contributed to making the Monroe County Sheriff's Office an agency that we can all be proud of. Thank you for each and every one of your contributions and your commitment to excellence. Congratulations on earning the Distinguished Service Medal. Would Deputy Michael Favada please report to the sheriff? The Sheriff Andrew P. Maloney Award is given in recognition of and appreciation for your superior work in supporting the members of this community, which has brought great credit not only upon yourself, but the entire Sheriff's Office. Your volunteerism and selflessness in your devotion to Special Olympics, to include as serving as team captain for more than 6 years in the annual polar plunge, as well as the law enforcement torch run, is nothing short of awe-inspiring. Without hesitation, you have donated your time and treasure for the betterment of our community, in particular to the athletes of Special Olympics. It is with the great pride and our sincere admiration that you, Deputy Favada, be awarded the Sheriff Andrew P. Maloney Award. Would Deputies Nathan Clark, Ronald Newman, and Joshua Brandt please report to the sheriff? The Core Values Award is given in recognition of your dedication to duty, your spirit of community, and your strong desire to give back to others. We are proud to applaud you for your support of the annual Polar Plunge. Volunteering at least 5 years to this worthy cause is without question a true testament to our core values of respect, integrity, teamwork, and excellence. Your efforts in the giving of your time and obvious passion have and continue to elevate the success of this event, not only through community awareness, but fundraising as well, helping so many wonderful athletes achieve their goals through Special Olympics. It is with great admiration that you be awarded the Core Values Award. We would like to recognize the following 2 deputies, Nerman Hamzik and Stephen Osmankowski. The Meritorious Conduct Medal is awarded to you for your actions taken on April 26th of this year, when you both responded to a call for customer trouble and a fight at a Henrietta service station and mini-mart that we mentioned earlier. The same mini-mart and incident that we heard about and honored Mr. Muhammad Khan. Upon your arrival, Deputy Osmankowski located a 9-year-old shooting victim outside of the store who was clearly in distress. That 9-year-old had been shot by a suspect inside the store, and due to the severity of his wound and under the threat of potential further gunfire, Deputy Osmankowski rendered aid to the boy immediately. Upon Deputy Hamzik's arrival, he quickly entered the store in full knowledge of the danger that lied ahead, and without regard for his own personal safety, he prepared to engage the suspect who had shot and injured that 9-year-old suffering outside. As it turns out, through an incredible act of bravery, the store owner had already subdued the suspect. Deputy Hamzik jumped into action and immediately took the suspect into custody during what was a chaotic and hectic scene with petrified patrons and the owner still inside the store. The actions of both these deputies taken that fateful morning are nothing short of heroic and bring great credit to both these men as law enforcement officers, as well as great credit to the entire sheriff's office. Their efforts are in the highest standards of the profession, and therefore it is with great honor that we present them both with the Meritorious Conduct Medal. Would Deputies Ryan Arnold and Justin Overend please report to the sheriff? The Meritorious Conduct Medal is awarded to you for your brave actions taken on June 3rd of this year, when you and your partner responded to the report of a house fire just after 1 o'clock in the morning in the town of Pittsford. Upon your arrival, the back of the residence was fully engulfed in flames with heavy, thick smoke. You quickly learned that a 90-year-old woman was trapped inside the lower level of the home. Imagine that fear that nearly crippled the woman. Without hesitation, you and your partner without regard for your own personal safety, forced entry into the home, and made your way through that unbearable circumstance, trudging through with heavy, thick smoke, making it difficult to breathe. You located the woman who was visibly unable to navigate the stairs ahead by herself in order to exit the home. You and your partner took it upon yourselves to come to that woman's aid, a bright light in a time of her darkest moment, to get her out of the burning home, up those stairs, and outside to safety. The heroism that you and your partner displayed that morning was and is in the highest standards of law enforcement. You make first responders everywhere proud of your actions, especially your fellow deputies here at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. On behalf of the sheriff and our community, please accept the Meritorious Conduct Medal. I would like to now turn things back over to the commander. Thank you.
Please join me in one final round of applause for this year's award recipients. Finally, I would like to recognize all the hard work and commitment of the members of the awards committee, not only for their work in organizing and preparing the ceremony, but for their year-long commitment to ensure that all the achievements and our members' accomplishments received the proper recognition. At this time, would everyone please rise for the benediction being offered by MCSO Chaplain Deputy Kevin Cudney.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this time. As we go forward to perform our sworn duties, keep us safe, keep us on guard, and keep us ready for any danger that comes with this profession. Guide us with your wisdom and bring us safely home to our loved one. In your holy name, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. We have light desserts and refreshments for everyone following the event. Thank you all for coming. One final round of applause.